She sat alone on a wooden bench outside the old bus station, watching people rush past her as if she were invisible. Everyone seemed to be moving forward, chasing something important: jobs, dreams, futures, and she was sitting still, convinced hers was already over. Her name was Sarah. She was 36 years old, but inside she felt much older. Life had not gone the way she planned. The dreams she once carried felt heavy now, like memories from someone else's life. When she was younger, she believed time was endless. She thought opportunities would wait patiently for her. They never did. Sarah once dreamed of becoming a writer. She used to fill notebooks with stories late into the night, imagining her words reaching people she would never meet. But reality slowly pushed those dreams aside. Family responsibilities came first, then financial pressure, then fear. Year after year, she told herself she would start tomorrow. Tomorrow never came. Instead, time moved quietly. Friends moved on. Some got married. Some built careers. Some left the city. Sarah stayed, stuck in the same routine, working a job she didn't hate but never loved. Each birthday felt like a reminder that the clock was still ticking, even if she pretended not to hear it. One evening, after a long and exhausting day, she received a message from her younger cousin. It was simple. "I published my first short story today." Sarah stared at the screen for a long time. She felt proud, but also something else. A sharp, silent pain. The kind that doesn't cry out but settles deep in the chest. That night, Sarah opened one of her old notebooks. The pages were yellow, the ink slightly faded. She read her own words as if they were written by a stranger. The writing wasn't perfect, but it was honest. There was passion there. There was life. She closed the notebook and whispered to herself, "It's too late now." For weeks, that thought followed her everywhere. On the bus, at work, in the quiet moments before sleep. She believed time had run out on her dreams, and all she could do now was accept it. Then one rainy afternoon, something unexpected happened. The bus she usually took broke down, forcing everyone to wait at a nearby cafe. Sarah sat near the window, lost in thought, when she noticed an elderly woman across from her. The woman was typing slowly on a laptop, stopping often to think, then smiling softly as she continued. Curiosity overcame Sarah. She politely asked, "Excuse me, may I ask what you're working on?" The woman looked up, her eyes warm. "My first novel," she said. Sarah hesitated. "Your first?" "Yes," the woman replied, smiling wider. "I'm 72. I started writing 3 years ago." Sarah was silent. The woman continued, "I spent most of my life thinking I was too busy, too tired, or too late. Then one day I realized something. Time will pass whether we try or not. The only real question is what we choose to do while it passes." Those words stayed with Sarah long after she left the cafe. That night, instead of scrolling on her phone or staring at the ceiling, Sarah opened her laptop. She didn't plan a masterpiece. She didn't think about success or failure. She simply wrote one page. Just one. The next day she wrote another. Some days were hard. Some days she doubted herself. But something had changed. She no longer wrote with the pressure of making it. She wrote because it made her feel alive. Again, months later, Sarah submitted a short story to a small online magazine. She didn't tell anyone. She didn't expect much. When the acceptance email arrived, she read it 3 times to be sure it was real. It wasn't fame. It wasn't money. But it was proof. Proof. That time hadn't run out. Sarah learned something important. It wasn't that she had missed her chance. It was that she had been waiting for the perfect moment instead of starting with the moment she had. Time is not an enemy. It's a path. And as long as you're still breathing, you're still walking on it. She once believed her story was over. In truth, it had only been waiting for her to begin again.